Hello Scorpio, welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa and this is your weekly tarot reading. First of all though, we will start off with a couple of oracle cards. I've got this lovely herbiary tarot oracle deck by Maya Toll. They are absolutely gorgeous and very, very good. So I'm going to pick you two and we'll have a little bit of a look at what's going on with you this week. So, Scorpio, we have Light in the Darkness, St. John's Wort. We have Be Yourself, Daisy. So, light in the darkness speaks for itself, really. Are you going to be the light in the darkness, or are you looking for the light in the darkness? I think for a lot of you, you are going to be the light. I think there's a lot of you out there, well, we all are, have got that healing ability, but also I think a lot of you are feeling in a stronger place this week, where you are able to shine your light, where you are able to help others, and by being that little ray of sunshine in somebody's life this week. For some of you, obviously, you know, because it's Scorpio, you know, it's a general reading, it's a wide range of people. For some of you, maybe you are needing to look towards somebody. Maybe there's somebody that is a little ray of sunshine in your life that you are needing this week, that you are needing to help you get through a difficult moment, a difficult few days. Be yourself, Daisy. That says it all, really, doesn't it? It's about being in alignment with who you are. Maybe you're feeling like you are in a situation where you're not feeling quite in alignment. It's not fitting with who you are at the moment. And I think maybe, you know, you're shaking things up a little bit and looking to change situations so that you can be more in alignment, be more yourself. But I think my first impression of these cards were that quite a lot of you are hiding your light under a blanket. You're hiding your light, and I don't think you're being yourself. I think maybe you've created an outer shell, a sort of a shell of protection around you. But underneath, the true you, truly who you are, is this light in the darkness, a light that can be a beacon of light for others. And that is truly who you are. You are that person. You are that positive, bright, light person, the light that radiates and helps and heals and comforts others. But I think for a massive chunk of you, for actually most of you, I think maybe you've created this bit of a tough outer shell, and people don't actually get to see the true you. Let's have a look at the cards and see whether they make things any clearer. So, what's going on with Scorpio this week? Are they going to be shining their lights? Are they going to be needing to find some light in the darkness? Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands. Okay, the Four of Swords is about rest. It's about mental rest, really. It's a sword, so it's about words, it's about the mind, and obviously she's in a little nest there, isn't she? She's all curled up and she's having a little bit of a break. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, this last few weeks has been quite a lot, and maybe you're feeling like you need to sort of, you know, stop the world. I want to get off it for a day or two. But there's definitely this underlying feeling that you are wanting and needing to have a rest of some sorts. We've got the Six of Wands there, and my first thought with that was, you know, the light's completely shining on you. I think maybe you've been in the focus of maybe work or a home life. You've been the centre of attention. You've been the central focus, and I think it's a lot, and I think it's come to a point where you just need to have some sort of a break, some sort of rest, even if it's a day and you just lay in bed or watch the TV or you get out into nature, just a day off. I used to call it, I used to work a lot here in France as a wedding florist, and I'd never got a day off, so every now and again I'd like steal a day and I'd call it my holiday, and I think that's what you need, a holiday. So a day out, just doing something that isn't nobody's requiring anything of you, because I feel like that's what it has been. I think people have been focused on you. You've been the central point. Maybe you've been the person doing things. You've been the person on the end of the phone, and I think you're just needing a little bit of a break. We've got the Four of Pentacles there. It's about holding on to things too tightly. And maybe you've been holding on to this image that you've been, this role, not image, role that you've been playing for others. Back to the light and the darkness. Maybe you have been the light and the darkness for a few people this last few weeks. But you need to let it go. You need a little bit of a break. Recharge your batteries, because you're no good to help anybody if you're feeling low, if your vibration's low, if your energy's low. So I think this week for you is about building up your energy, strengthening your energy in order for you to be able to continue to be the support, be the help to others. We've got the Nine of Cups, and if you look here, she's just absolutely radiating light. I love this card. You see, it's coming from her heart. So I think, it is the card of things going well for you. You starting to feel contentment, happiness, like you're getting everything that you want. But I actually think in this situation, this is about you radiating that light. I mean, a light in the darkness there's no better light in the darkness than that lovely creature there, is there? So let's see what else we got. Yeah, Page of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, I think you are an inspiration for people this week. I think you are an example of what can be done when you really just throw yourself into something, when you really just try, when you really get yourself in that place where you are vibrating at a high level, where you are just on a mission and you're just getting things done. I think you're being an inspiration. I think you are coming at things with a light, bright energy. I think you are just taking a leap of faith, just moving forwards through life at this moment, and I think you're being noticed. Look at that lovely Page of Wands there, that lovely energy, that circle energy, that light, the movement, the momentum. Pages are about that innocent energy, that simple energy, just moving forwards without a care in the world, moving towards your joys, your passions, in a really fiery kind of way, in a free kind of way, actually. And we've got the Chariot here. That's about forward momentum. It's about moving towards your destiny. It's about staying on course, about staying focused. And I think you are very much an inspiration for others this week. I think people are seeing you. I think people are noticing you, because that is what this card is also about. And I think you are inadvertently, maybe even, being the light in the darkness, being an inspiration, being an example for other people. And I think you have been of support to people, but that you actually know of. But I think there's actually, by just being yourself, by naturally just letting your light shine, I think you're coming into your own at the moment, Scorpio. Is actually what I think I'm trying to say. That you're coming into your own, you're coming into your place of alignment. People are noticing, people are really in awe of you, actually, which is quite a big phrase, isn't it? We've got the Tower there. We've got the Tower, which is all about sudden shifts, unexpected sudden shifts. Let's see what other cards we've got. Temperance. And we've got the Seven of Cups. So I think that there is going to be a sudden shift that is going to be very transformational for you. And I think that it's something that you've been waiting for, something that you've been very patiently waiting for. And it's something that is going to, again, build on helping you find balance in your life, find alignment in your life. I think this is something that's going to, like I say, I feel like it's going to be the real making of you. I feel like it's going to really ground you. It's going to make you feel really solid and strong to other people. You see there again, he's got that beautiful light above his head. Those lovely angel wings. And I think this transformation that you're going through with that tower energy. The tower energy is sort of pushing you along the way. I think it's a shift that's going to happen. I don't know whether it's going to be something in your physical reality or something in your internal reality, but there's something that's going to really shift things, and it's going to really push you towards where you should be, basically, the right path. And I think it's going to really be something that's going to happen quite quickly, because we do have the Chariot there, which is forward momentum. And I think this is you know, getting one of your dreams, starting to really work on one of your dreams, starting to really put your energy into one of the things that you've been hoping for, you've been dreaming about. And this is, this is the ball starting to roll. But I actually think that I don't know whether for some of you this is, you being in teacher mode, whether that's an actual physical teacher, a spiritual teacher, maybe, you are actually going into a healing profession. But I think there's some need, I think at the very start of the week, for you to certainly take some time for you and just have that little holiday, to regroup, reboot yourself, really, in order for you to then continue on through the week in this really inspiring and powerful way. And I actually feel for you, Scorpio. I don't think this is just this week. I think this is energy that's going to sort of flow into the next few weeks. I think this is something that's going to be like because transformation, it doesn't happen like that, does it? But I think this is something that's going to continue through your life for the next few weeks, even few months. So we've got the Seven of Swords there. Again, the light's shining on him. It's the card of, it can be the card of deceit, it can be the card of betrayal. It can also be the card of being smart, being cunning. We've got the Five of Swords there as well with that. And we've got the Hierophant. So I think before we get to the end of the week, I think there is going to be, I think this is more of a deceit card. I think there's going to be a situation that pops up that maybe, I think somebody's not quite being honest with you as they could do. And I think this is something that's going to cause you quite a bit of mental stress, mental conflict. And I think obviously the Tower has shifted something, and I think this is shaken this situation out. Like you shake a tree and something falls down or falls out of it. I think that's what this is. I think because of the Tower, because of this sudden shift that you're experiencing, it's shaken that tree, and something unexpected has dropped down, and it's something that maybe you weren't expecting as well. There's something that's maybe somebody's not been quite as truthful as they could have been with you, or a situation, maybe something that, a situation that you're a project that you're working on, something isn't actually as you thought it was, and somebody, it's been done on purpose. It's been sort of proposed to you in a way that is not quite true. And it is causing you quite a little bit of inner conflict. I've got the Hierophant there and the Queen of Pentacles. So I think The Hierophant is all about, obviously, connecting to your spiritual self, a very spiritual card. And the Queen of Pentacles is a card of vibrating at a high, at a high vibration, in a positive vibration. So I think in order for you to deal with this, I think you've got to draw on your spiritual practice. I think you've got to keep your vibration high, and to not let this situation, this deceitful situation derail you in any way, because you're on a good path this week. I just feel like that's a little bit of a blip, and I think if you can keep yourself in a nice even energy, in a high energy, I don't think that this is going to dent you too much moving through. I think you've got integrity. I think and just drawn to that, be yourself. I think you are a very a person that's filled with a lot of integrity. You're very honest. You're very straight down the line, and I think this has sort of has really quite a bit of an effect on you. But we're moving forward with that Four of Wands. Four of Wands is about building strong foundations for the future. So I think you are continuing. You're plodding on. You're underpinning everything that you're doing everything correctly. You maybe this deceit, this untruth has shaken you, because you want to do everything the right way. You want to lay some strong foundations, and you maybe feel like it's jeopardized it a little bit moving forwards. We've got the Two of Pentacles there. It's about juggling things, about keeping things in balance. So I actually think that is about keeping things right-sized, about not getting too over, blowing things out of proportion and creating something within your head bigger than it needs to be. And I think you're just keeping that balance going, keeping the flow of whatever it is you're working on, keeping that in harmony, and just keeping moving forwards. We've got the Page of Pentacles as our next card, and that speaks of, pages often speak of news. So I think you're going to get some news related to your pentacle. I'm just going to have one more. Strength. I think you're going to get some news related to something material this week. So whatever project it is that you're working on, I think you are going to receive some positive news, some news of maybe abundance related to that project, related to whatever you're putting your energy in, whatever you're building the strong foundations for. I think there's going to be some positive news, maybe some money coming your way, maybe some good news about health, good news about a new flat or a new house or whatever. But I think you're going to have to draw on your strength this week, and later on in the week. I think it is. I don't actually realise. I think you realise how much of a positive influence you are on people, and it's all you just being yourself. You just need to be yourself, whether you've got that crusty exterior that you need to break away and just let yourself shine, which I think for a lot of you that is the case. But you're having a big impression on people this week, and you're just going about your business. I think you're going about your business. But yeah, there's some good news coming your way, and yeah, there's definitely a big shift coming sent in the middle of the week for you. In the middle of the week, that is going to unlock some stuff. It's going to shake that tree. Some good stuff's going to come out of it, but I think as equally there's going to be some disappointing news. I feel like you're going to feel like something's let you down. Somebody's let you down, an institution's let you down, a person's let you down. But you just got to keep yourself vibing high, keep that positive, good vibes, and just keep plodding onwards. So Scorpio, I hope that's been helpful to you. Please do let me know in the comments below. It'd be lovely to hear from you. If you fancy becoming part of this little community that I'm trying to build, don't forget to press that subscribe button. It's completely free. And also, don't forget the little bell, the notification bell, because it'll make sure that you don't miss out on any of your readings moving forwards. So you take care of yourself. I will catch up again with you very, very soon.